Hello and welcome to a new vlog. Today I'm doing something quite out of the ordinary and not something that I ever thought I would be doing, but I'm biking from my house to Mojstrana to see waterfall Peričnik. I've been wanting to use my bike more. I have an electric bike. If it wasn't electric, I never would have even started this. I'm having my first break after I've been cycling, I think, for over 2 hours. A break was much needed, as you can probably imagine. I'm gonna stay here a little bit longer and then I'm gonna continue to Peričnik. Or I might have lunch before that, but I think I'll do the waterfall first just to kind of get it out of the way. Despite the fact that I have an electric bike, I haven't been using it all that much because all in all today I think it's gonna be about 80 to 90 kilometers. And I don't have the battery for that. I hope that I can charge it while I'm having lunch in the restaurant. It also doesn't help that it's kind of windy today and I had the wind from the front, so it's been a little tough, but the road has been really beautiful and I'm glad that I did it. I also want to challenge myself because with my day-to-day job I sit just behind a computer all day and sometimes it really bothers me. I wish I could move more, which is also why I really enjoy making these videos. But I am a little bit curious to see how the way back is gonna turn out. It might be kind of tough. It's also slightly colder than I would have expected. I did bring enough layers, I think, but just being on the bike itself, you have constant wind on you, which makes it quite fresh. However, I think it's gonna be a little bit better now because when I left this morning it was pretty early, like 8:30. And of course the temperatures were really low. In any case, I'm gonna enjoy my reward a little bit longer and then we're gonna continue and I'm gonna take you along, of course. And I really hope that I make it back home because I've never ever done this many kilometers in one day. So wish me luck. I just had a wonderful meal. It was really nice to warm up and finally eat something, because I ended up having lunch quite a lot later than I expected. I also got to charge my battery of my bicycle, so that was really great. And I should have enough to ride quite comfortably, because on the way to the waterfall I used it very sparsely, because I figured I would have the most energy, and then on the way back I wanted to use more of the sort of higher settings. But overall, I really liked today. I am not sick of the biking yet, which is what I expected. And also I have a lot more energy than I would think. The meal definitely helps, but I feel like I was struggling more the first part, going to Bled and then to the lake. By that time I was really ready for a break, but right now I actually feel fine. I think it's also because it's quite fresh, so it really motivates you to get moving. I will have to see, I'm gonna be honest, if I'm gonna make it all the way home, but it has more to do with there not being a lot of sunlight left. I think I have about an hour. I'm not super crazy about cycling in the dark in Slovenia. I'm not quite comfortable with it yet, so we'll see, but I think at least I'm gonna make it to Radovljica. I'm also taking a different route back. Just before Mojstrana there was a really big hill. It had like an incline of 17%, and going up took me about 15 minutes, but then when I went down the other side I was going for quite a while. It was really nice because I didn't have to cycle at all. But I kind of figured that if I would go that way back, I would have to go on that hill. And I think it would take me like, honestly, 45 minutes just to get up the hill. And I don't really have the time for that right now. And also, I think it's just fun to do a different route, so that I also get to see more of the cycling paths on this side. So I'm gonna go Mojstrana, Jesenice, and then to Radovljica. And then maybe home, but we'll see. Maybe my boyfriend will pick me up in Radovljica. So I've got my nice vest on, but I called my boyfriend and he's gonna come and pick me up. Because I've been cycling on the road from Jesenice to Radovljica, but it doesn't feel very safe. I don't think this is meant to be a shared road. It's like pretty busy and there's no designated bike lane. I kept trying to keep very right, but the thing is that the road on the sides was not in the best state, so there were a lot of bumps. It's getting darker and darker because I have to stop every time the cars come. But yeah, as you can probably tell, there's not a single street light, and so I couldn't really tell where the bumps were gonna be because my own light of my bike only shines like a meter in front of the bike. So I just didn't want to risk it, and I think it's enough for today. I did have a lot of fun. I'm really glad I did it, and I think I'm definitely going to be doing it again, or do at least similar longer trips. But I think I would avoid this Jesenice cycling path and just go through Radovljica or Bled. Okay, I can barely see me. But thank you so much for coming along today, and I'll see you in the next vlog.